created and we are in our account here. So this was the last step after our deployment is completed. Once we clicked on create, I'll go to the resource, and here if you see what is the type of account we have created, general purpose V2. So in our general purpose V2 also you have an option for Blob services, you have option for the file services, you have option for the queue services and table services. Table services support the customer managed key, queue services support the customer managed key, CMK support means customer managed key support. But under this general purpose account, as of now I am having the queue service as disabled, I am having the table service as disabled. I can create them by coming down in here on the left hand side where we have the data storage, table store. So once I create a table store, it will be enabled automatically for me. Once I create in a queue store, it will be created automatically for me. And similarly, I have the file shares. So here I can create in a file share, but file shares cannot be accessed anonymously. They cannot be accessed. For accessing a file share, you need to mount it on a Linux or Mac machine, or you need to have a drive letter created for them on the Windows machine. So it will be a file server created, facilitated by your NFS v4 or SMB v3 protocol. I will just click on this file share, give it a name. I'll call it as VFQ FS. Forgot it. Everything will be only in small caps. So VFS FS01. What is the purpose you are creating it? It's a transaction optimized file share, or it is for the hot access, or it is for the cool access. Pricing varies depending upon the kind of tier you are selecting. Okay. So if you say that transaction optimized, this is the lowest pricing capability. Maximum IOPS is 20,000 IOPS are supported, and the capacity is 100 TIBs. What's the difference between TIB and TB? You have seen this unit anywhere else? TIB. This is the actual calculation that happens. Whenever we talk about the storage calculations, we say that 1 terabyte is equals to 1024 megabytes. But how much is actually a K? 1000 only. So the real calculation happens at the back end is in terms of thousands, which is referred up as MIBs, GBs, TBs, PBs, calculation on the basis of multiplied by 1000. That's a real calculation. But just for the sake of readability and just for the sake of having in a standardization, we do in an additional 24 added to it. Because when you get a hard disk, you get a hard disk of 1 terabyte capacity. But what is the actual capacity available to you? 800 point something, not even exactly 900 GB. You get in something to 8.9 GB. That's what the 1 terabyte capacity here, 800.9 something. So why that actual capacity is less? Because the disk size is calculated as on the basis of 1024 multiplications. But the real calculation, the real storage is always on multiplied by 1000. So wherever you are using in the term as TIB, MIB, GIB, KIB, you are referring in terms of the 1000 multiplications. So 1 KIB is equals to 1000 bytes, not 1024. 1 KB is equals to 1024 bytes. So this is the actual calculation it is giving you, not on the mathematical justifications. Real usable. So you have a real usable capacity of 1000 terabytes, not terabyte, TIB. Okay. Then where is the backup to be defined? So I want automatic backup. Presently we are not having the recovery services. Okay. So it's creating in a recovery service. We have demo with a backup policy of, so I do not want to enable the backups. Yeah, it will not create any backup for that. But if you enable the backups, it's going to create in a recovery services world for you. Right now, I can create a backup of the file server on my local machines, like using in the Azure backup services, Windows backup services, or using the Amanda backup on the Linux, or the Time Machine backup on the Mac.
From here you can do it?
From here we cannot do it. We'll do it at the operating system level in our on-premises. Yes. Okay. So here I'll just do in review, create. This has created in a file share for me. Now how I'm going to access this file share? For accessing this file share, you have to select in the connect option, and now you have an option for drive letter on Z, Windows machine, Linux machine, and Mac machine. So if I want to connect to this file share, I need to firstly run this script on my local Mac terminal. From the terminal prompt, this will generate in a mount point on Mac. So this mount point, if I add it into my VFS tab table, this will be a persistent mount for me. Similarly, in case of Linux servers, you have to get in this script. A simple script will be executed. You have to run this script on the Linux machine, and it will be automatically. So if you want to make it persistent, again add into the VFS tab on Linux. Yeah, this is creating. It's making in changes into SMB credentials. It's adding in your cred values, and after the credentials, now you are having in the chmod, bash script run, permissions changes, a mount point created for you. So that's a mount point based deliveries in your local computer. So for accessing file shares, like I said earlier, you cannot have anonymous access to them. All the file shares need to be mounted, mapped. Till the time you are not mapping a file share, you cannot access that.
But with this script, you can map it directly.
Yes, you can map it directly with your local machine, but only with the local machine. Wherever you want to access, you have to run the same script again on that terminal.
And if there is encryption,
it's already taken care
in the script.
In the script. See here, it is doing what? Sudo mount -t cifs VFS demo with credentials being stored into this file here.
So one device, one time.
One device, one script. That's what the concept of a file server. Wherever you want to use in a file server, you have to mount it on that respective machine. Every server where you want to use a file server, you have to create it that.
Same script.
Same script. Just same script run on the machine. So for Linux and Mac, you have a script. For Windows, you have a basic PowerShell command here.
So you can use this as shared storage.
Shared storage, yes. This is a file server but hosted in the cloud.
With everyone.
Everyone.
And no need to create any computer or something.
Nothing.
Only this storage.
Only this is storage. So based upon the capacity, based upon the data that you are storing on here, you will be billed for that. Billing will happen for that purpose.
This is kind of authentication.
Yeah, this is authentication. It's with authentication. But it is using in the authentication by the help of your sign-in scripts there.
Storage, you share this file to someone. You will go to the file share and create this and send it. Right?
This is a file share.
File share.
It itself is a file share.
Okay.
This is a file share created in Azure. So you don't have to create any file share in your Windows or Linux. In Mac and Linux, it is mounted over the NFS protocol. In case of Windows, it is mounted over your SMB protocol.
Your VM will have this code.
Where we don't have any VM, nothing. It's just a file share created directly.
It's like OneDrive.
Yes, you can compare to that OneDrive.